Welcome to Ironworks Speed and Custom. We're here with Legacy Series Chevelle number 3. This belongs to Rob from New York. We're about done with this car. We're expecting the majority of the interior parts back today from DJ Design so we can get those installed. The dash pad will be covered, the door panels, the quarter panels, a lot of those different parts and pieces will be done. We're waiting on one fitting from XRP that's been on back order for a month and a half so that we can finish, I believe it's the fuel system plumbing that will allow us to fire the engine. We have our new billet valve covers that look like big block valve covers that will be coil covers, also being machined currently so we can chrome them to put over this engine. Other guys may just paint the valve covers orange to put it over their stock engine. We've done a bunch of work with modernizing these headlights so that at night it has a modernized look. But the biggest reason we want the LED headlights is with enough horsepower and traction, you can easily outdrive all kinds of headlights at night. And so we've done those. We've developed the fog light recesses that use the same JW speaker fog lights that JW speaker sells that match the headlights. And we made our own billet recesses that mount on the bumper. Those parts will be on our website soon. We're probably a few weeks out from starting to test drive the car, getting everything in the car. We have our billet closeout panels installed in here that we powder coated to help just kind of quiet some things up with road noise. It has our carbon inner fenders in it. It has our billet radiator top mount. The hood is still at the paint shop, but it will be here soon. And we're gonna glue the glass in and start putting the trim in the car. We currently have the gunny wheels on this car because we took the Keystone style SS wheels off the car to put on the 70 Ols. It currently has the ride height initially set on the car, and we've just taken them off the car to put them on that other car for the day. Here we are with Cliff's 1970 Oldsmobile 442. We started on this car July 17th, 2024. It's now April 18th, 2024. A few days ago, we installed the undercoated, insulated, painted firewall, custom floored body on a powder coated completed chassis. In less than 90 days, we had the body on the chassis with all the floor modifications we do to this car for ride height, seat position, trans tunnel, everything that goes into building a Legacy Series Chevelle with the modernized firewall to reposition things that we want to use and make things productive. This car is a 16-year-old restoration that we will continue to run the paint as long as the customer's happy with what the intended purpose is. This car will have every single feature that's in the Chevelles that we can put in here. In the front bumper, we've made our own billet recesses for the fog lights that will be in the front bumper, but they're much different because the bumpers are different. Currently, we have the wheels on this car mocked up so the client can see the car today when he's here later this afternoon for the first time. And he's unsure if he wants to run these wheels or do a set of one-off wheels that would be more Oldsmobile based. The seats are coming back this afternoon from upholstery, and so we've already done that. The rear seat will be done in another week or so. Everything else is able to transpose over from the Legacy Series parts to be installed in here. We're making our own cluster that has a lot of wood grain because these Oldsmobiles in that time frame used a lot of wood grain. We're using a wood grain veneer that will stain and polish and put into the console, the dash, and the door panels. But most all the other parts will be very similar to the Legacy Chevelle parts. Just a few add-ons are a little different. Trim pieces, veneer, the top design panel is a little different, but everything else is just meant to make it nice, but intend to make this car fun. So the owner of this car was interested in purchasing the first car, as we dubbed it, Goldie. And in discussion with him, it was discussed that I could probably do something that was custom like this, as he's more of an Oldsmobile guy than a Chevelle guy. And so this car was sourced in Orange County in early January off of Craigslist. We brought it back to the shop and tore it down. It was a running, driving, good shaped car. And so the discussion was made to just do this instead and see how quickly we could get it done. If someone had an interest in another version of an A-body from the 1970 to 72 range, we can make most of the parts fit. We've had to do some scanning and trimming of the carbon fiber inner fender wells to make them bolt into the cars and make some differences here and there. But we've been able to modify that, and with a few minor tweaks and changes. Our radiator top mount and cover's a little different because the hood's longer, but most everything else is very similar in the car. The Skylark GS's, we have some renderings for that I think are very appealing. There's quite a few different options you can do with these cars. The cool thing about the Buicks and the Oldsmobiles is a lot of times you can find a pretty good patina car online to start with. And a lot of these Oldsmobiles and Buicks had some pretty inspirational colors that the cars came in, and it's just different. Like, you just don't see this kind of car in traffic or like you would a Chevelle. Thank you for following along on the progress of these Legacy Series Chevelles. The number 4 Chevelle is currently at the body shop to begin the bodywork phase and get everything fitted to install it on a powder-coated chassis. The number 4 Chevelle does not have an owner as of yet. It can be either an LT1 version or an LT4 version, but it will be an automatic 10-speed. The color's still up in the air, and the interior can be changed. The interior colors can be defined as well. If you have some interest in these cars, just get a hold of us you can DM us on Instagram, you can email us on any of our shop websites through email, which is iskhotrods@yahoo.com. And we'll look forward to any of your questions you might have, and thanks for joining us.